Today I'm showing you the Chainsmokers All We Know feat. Phoebe Ryan. So let's go. Go into your guitar. You want to set your tempo to 90 beats per minute. And click on the plus and add about 40 sections. And then you want to choose root truck. You want to turn on the high drive. And you want to have the volume in the middle. And go into the edit mode. Put out something. Go out. Zoom in and drag it out to 3 and go in again. And put out these notes at C2. And you want to loop this and add another guitar, and this time you want to choose classic clean. You want to turn on the blue echo and go into the edit mode. Put out something, go out, drag it out to 5 and go in again. And put out these notes at C3. And then you want to switch this back and you want to mark all of these. Click on the green ones and copy and paste this at 3. But you want to remove this note a little bit and add one extra here. So all together. And you want to loop this. And maybe you want to have just a little bit lower volume on this one. And at 3 you want to add a keyboard. You want to choose leads and 50s sci-fi. And you want to have these like this. And then you want to click here and add full reverb. And you want to have the volume just a little bit lower than middle. And you want to go into the edit mode and put out something. And then go out, drag it out to 5 and go in again. And put out these notes around C4. And at 4 you want to add a drum. You want to choose Classic Studio Kit. And then you want to click here. Add a little bit more reverb and remove the treble. You want to have just a little bit lower volume and then go into the edit mode and lay this kind of drum solo. And at 5 you want to go into the track view. You want to click on loops and you want to choose a float beat and drag it out. But you just want to use the snap, so cut it one line after 5 and then cut it between 5 and 6 and remove the parts on the sides. And you want to zoom in and remove half of it so you just get this snap. And now you want to copy this snap so you get it on the 2 and on the 4. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you want to continue like this all the way to 21. And a good way is to mark these, copy them, put them one line after 6, paste, then mark all these, and continue like that. So all the way here to 21. And you want to have the volume in the middle and go into it. You want to click on large room and drag the track reverb to the middle. And you also want to add a keyboard. You want to choose bass, next page and exoplanet. You want to have all these to the left. And then click here and add a lot of reverb. You want to have the volume in the middle and go into edit mode. And you just want to put out one note over C6 and E. And you want to loop this. And at 9 you want to add a drum. You want to choose house drum machine. You want to have the highest volume and go into edit mode. Put out something, go out, drag it out to double size to 11 and go in again. And lay a kick like this of the highest one. And loop this. And then you want to go to track view and you want to split the highest guitar at 13. Go into this part, move these to an A, and these 4 to a G. And you also want to add a keyboard. You want to have bass and choose retro bass. And you want to have these like this. And you want to have the highest volume and go into the edit mode. Put out something, go out, drag it out to 15 and go in again. And put out these bass notes over C1. Like this. And loop this. And you want to go to track view again. And at 17, you want to go into this keyboard and add a C4. Like this. You want to loop this, but you want to remove it to between 20 and 21. And all the other instruments you want to remove to 21. And at 20, you also want to add your little drum solo. And you want to go into this drum at 21 and add this one. And loop this. And also on the keyboard above, you want to add this part from the beginning. And you want to loop it. And you want to remove these two to between 28 and 29. And at 21 you also want to add a new drum. And you want to choose retro rock. You want to have almost the highest volume. And go into the track view. And you want to copy this house drum machine from the beginning. Put it here at 21. But you want to remove it to 25. And at 25 you want to go into the edit mode. And put our kicks like this. And you want to loop this. But you want to split it at 27. You want to click on the last part. Choose settings. And make it twice as fast. And you want to remove it to the third line at 28. And at the third line, you also want to add a snap. So from 28 it will sound like this. And at 21 you also want to add a keyboard. You want to choose keyboards and classic grand. You want to have the volume a little bit lower than middle. And go into the edit mode. Just put out the note. Go out. Zoom in and drag it out to 23 and go in again. And lay these chords. And then you want to switch this back, mark these, copy them, paste them, but you want to drag them down, and drag the middle ones up like this. And then you want to paste it at 22 2 times. like this. And you want to loop this, but you want to remove it to the third line of 28, just like the drum. And at 27, you want to add a new drum, and you want to choose big room. You want to have a lower volume on this one, and go into the edit mode, and put out some claps. You want to copy this, put it at 28, but you want to zoom in and remove it to the third line of 28, just like the other ones. And now at 29, you want to go into the track view, and at 29, you want to copy your house drum machine, and also your bass. You want to remove these to 37, and at 35, you want to add this keyboard from the beginning, and you also want to add snaps from 29 to 37. So just mark these from 13 to 21, copy them, and paste them one line after 29. And then it should sound like in the verse. But you also want to add some new drums at 29. You want to choose the crate digger, and you want to have the reverb in the middle on the crate digger. Go into the edit mode, and put out this one. And loop this. And add another drum at 29, but you want to choose house drum machine this time. And you also want to add a little bit of reverb. And you want to have a little bit lower volume on this one. And go into the edit mode, and put out this one. And loop this. And you also want to add a keyboard, and you want to choose classics, next page, and harmonic sequence. And you want to have these like this. And then you want to click here and add a lot of reverb and remove the echo. You want to have the volume in the middle and go into edit mode, and put out a note right before 30. So you get a 2-section clip, and add these chords. Like this. And loop this. And add another keyboard. And this time you want to have classics, but you want to choose quantum keys. And you want to have these like this. And then you want to click here. You want to add just a little bit more reverb. And also some treble. And you want to have the volume in the middle, just like the other one, and go into the track view, because you want to copy this one and put it here. And you also want to add a last keyboard at 29. You want to choose pads and warming waves, and you want to add these like this. And then you want to click here, add full reverb, and remove the echo. You want to have just a little bit lower volume. And actually you want to go into the edit mode at 21. And you want to put out these notes over C4. Like this. And you want to loop this. But you want to remove it to between 28 and 29. And then you want to copy this. Put it at 29. And drag it out to 37. And you want to go into the track view and remove all these instruments to 37. And this is how it sounds like with the melody. And that's about it, so thanks for watching, make sure to like and subscribe, and good luck with your song. Today I'm showing you Marshmallow Alone, so let's go. Go into your keyboard.